Okay, buddy. I'm actually back with you again. You see, we have the car here. I was asked to do a video about how to touch up the paint after it's been clear coated, and I wet sand and I sand through the paint. I do believe I was jinxed by being asked that question because I said I would do it, and I already had this spot here around the headlight that I knew I had there. But when we started doing the wet sanding again on this, I found I had a big run in the back that I hadn't seen before. So I started sanding that out, and you can see I sanded through the paint. But oddly enough, the run, I don't know why we're not focusing in here. The run was over here. Use my paintbrush. The run was over here. And I tried my best to keep the sandpaper only where the run was. I got the run out, but I sanded through everything else over here. So now I've got to touch this area up, which is a big area. So I've got to touch that up, and then I notice I've got a drip rail right here. I don't know if you can get right there. Yeah, drip rail right there that I've got to touch up again. I touched up last time, and back here that I went through again. So now I've got to touch both those up again. So we'll go ahead and do that now. And then I'll clear coat the car. I won't show you clear coating again. It's going to be the same way I've done before. And then the car should be done. So we've got the same paint, of course, the house color. I've got a little bit of the lacquer thinner you've seen me use to clean everything with. There, just keep my brush clean. And I've already pre-shaken this. I'm going to put just a little drop out on the piece of tape there. Clean my bottle back up because it'll make a mess. Wet my brush, pre-wet it. My visor's down. And hopefully you can see the brush will soak that right up. And this has got clear coat over it already. I'll just go in and just start laying on the paint. I'm just kind of almost dropping it on there. And we'll dry right in and lay down. And I don't know why we're not focusing very good. I'm sorry, guys. But you can see it's that's gone. Then when I clear over it again, it will be, you'll never know it was there. Then here we'll go along the strip edge. And here, if there's any excess on your brush, it will tend to run into the crack along the door line. So it doesn't really affect your car, the roof or anything. So I really wish we could get a better, maybe we can do that. Better shot of it. I should have had a glove on my other hand since I'm touching the roof of the car. Then again, once it dries up, that'll be fine. All we got left is this big old nasty area here on the back. This is by far the biggest spot that I've had to do this with. I want them to crack or just didn't get painted, but we'll put some in there. I'll let it dry up and see what that looks like. And I see my fingerprints on the roof of the car. You can probably see my fingerprints, so I'll probably have to go back and wash this thing again now before I can paint it. I may have to go over that with a little bit of sandpaper just to smooth it. You see it's pretty much already dry. So let's see if I can put another little bit on there. Then I'll feather it in with a sanding sponge and some water and soap. Alright, just let that dry there for a minute. And the headlight, you can see is, so that's going to look in the camera. The headlight is fine and already touched again. So the back spot, if it hadn't been so big, would have been just fine. But I think once we go over here with a little bit of soap and water, we'll let it dry there for a second and we'll go over it. Not quite dry yet. Pop over. Sorry for the long videos lately, but all this stuff just takes time to show. Hope everybody's been enjoying them. this one I'll grab my 5000 badge. This is a round one I had to use on Dremel. But I have some flatter, the flat 5000 as well. But I'll use it back up here again. I can get to it. So it dries in there pretty quick. Go rushing stuff again for the sake of video. If it was a spot, I might should have used the, yeah, there, went through there. Probably should have used the airbrush. Yeah. Alright. So let me get this off of there. And pull out the badger. And see if I can't throw some paint on there with it. We're just making it worse there. Alright, so I'm going to have to make this a two-parter. Alright, so I'll be back with another part. So you see me screw that up. So I'll be back with part 2. Okay, everybody. We're back here. I'm going to do something I never do. I'm going to spray here at the bench instead of here at the booth. Because I don't want to move the camera over. But I'm going to use my Badger Chrome. And it's set up with my smallest needle, which is, I couldn't tell you. But I know I can do a pen line with it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with this and try and fill that spot in with it. And hopefully not cover that decal or mess it all up. And so we could just be destroying this car right now. So if I do, I'll go ahead and show it. And you guys can see how easy it is to mess up a car. So we got a little bit of paint now, which is way too much paint. I just dumped some in. And we're going to try to show this here on video. You can see how the house color really eats into the car there. And it's shooting at goobers, which is the all the flake is not one to shoot out of the small needle onto there. That's what's giving me as much trouble as this flake. This could be easily done with a car with no flake on it. The flake's the problem, which you can easily see all the flake there. You can see all the flake on the needle. Maybe. Yeah, you can see all the flake is bound up on the needle there. I want to come off. But it's looking better there. It's on the car. I think once we go across now and actually knock that little bit of flake off, we may have it done. If I don't mess it up by going over it again. So we'll let that dry out. Keep on doing blowing it on it. I think it looked better before I hit it again. I shouldn't have hit it that last time. Just hang the airbrush up. Grab our water here. And a pad. Here's your little spot. Very easily. 2 hairs and some air is Bob Ross would say. Okay, maybe 3 hairs and some air. No, it looks like I'm doing a lot of sanding, but I'm really not hardly touching it at all. I mean, just barely even. That flake is just really messing it up. Well, I think you can obviously see I'm not the one to ask for how to fix a paint mess up. It's going to show up darker no matter what I do. Because I have flake in it. This door railing and the headlight would have been perfect. Just the small spots, but the big spot with flake, I'm not your guy. That's the biggest spot I've had to deal with, so. But when it gets wet, it doesn't, well, at certain angles it don't look bad, but other angles it does. And I don't want to paint more clear coat on it. So I'm already going through the paint over there again. So I guess we're going to end up stripping this car. So you're not going to see this one again for a very, very, very long time. Well, there we are, guys. So I guess I can fix this spot here. And what that was when I was doing my scrapping, scratched it and went back to get that scratch out. I made a furrow and didn't see it to be able to feather it all out. And the same with the back. I had a glue squeeze out, and so now I gotta fix that as well. Now I've lost all my stickers or decals. So, okay, guys. Well, I'll put this up and you can see results. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.